This is this video. Write poetry. Just gonna read it. So this is a poem that I wrote back in August, and then um, started in August. It's called Eulogized. Eulogized to life. Whatever it means. I'm sick. Right. One time I died. Could have been twice. The pain of falling from beautiful sky. Guess I was left behind. Gave it my all. Maybe this one is the last try. Can't stop for time. Realization felt like a knife. Held deep in the spine. Gets harder every day to keep the body upright. The dark doesn't want you to survive. You can run this time, but there's no place to hide. Who turned off the lights? Searching with nothing to find. Lost inside my own mind. Stuck forever. When was I alive? Darkness swallowed the whole of me just fine. Forever hidden with closed blinds. A hollow pain to cry, but why? When I already died. Thought I gave up the fight. All I ever wanted to do was fly. Freedom from unescapable pain every time. Instead, I walked many miles, up and down the hillside, trying to not lose sight. Why is it still as dark as the night sky? Thought I was stuck with insomnia life. Who knew it was all part of the storyline? A story I wish I could rewrite. I ended up finding comfort in the moonlight, Dave's opposite side. Weird how this is where I knew I'd find something I was searching for a long while. Acceptance that darkness needs some light. Couldn't hurt, just one more line. I mean, who hates Snow White? Guess I knew it's the story I need to write. Unfortunately, not of a princess and a happy life. It's the eulogy of a girl who felt like a mom. Couldn't speak of torture, she stayed tied. Day after day, the same white and black stripes, kept secretly in plain sight. She wanted to scream with all her might. She's not invisible, she has rights. Wanted to reach taller heights, something far and wide, so the ocean couldn't hold her down to die. Don't know how to find real life. Tired of chasing the same high, exhausted running from my own mind. Thankful a freeing epiphany made me realize why not climb the telephone line? A wire with the power to electrify. No longer afraid, all that's left is the numbness inside. Took a chance on being unorganized. No plan, only fate for what you can't see with the naked eye. She started to climb. Didn't care if I got left in the rain outside. A storm that took the story by surprise. Knew she could stand and rise. Not only for a small girl stuck in the wild, left to rot, never knew right. Stuck always being sexualized. Felt like a different life, one that wasn't mine. Then something started to subside. A song unsung for the lost and lonely child. Singing, she started to see the signs. Words flowed freely, so easy to harmonize. Breaking free from the bind. A weight lifted, she started to rise. Flowing like a feather, never felt this light. To feel the wind on her skin after all this time. Finally, the mime found her rhyme. She buries the dead and leaves that life. From before she knew her pain was a crime. Some things never get justice, and that's fine. I knew I will use my voice for the things left unjustified, such as bittersweet bite. Protection came with dollar signs. A pretty girl, a lost light. Not sure I was ready for life. Back to the work grind. Not really living, just getting by. Poor without a dime. Never see a smile. Eyes closed, stays blind. A feeling again had started to rise. She's done this before she died. Intuition wakes the mind. Feels like something I can familiarize. Have to break through the ties. Held down painfully tight. Disowned by a vicious cycle of lies. Left like a forgotten, pathetic garbage pile. Family and friends first to say bye. What is that about and why? The hurt made it hard to stay on the softer side. Disowned, beaten, dragged through fire. Still never caved in despite. Never really been much for pride. Flowing poetry feels for the rhymes. In sync to take the next step outside. Selfless completely, ego left behind. Serene serenity of a paused mind. A spiritual journey for a God. The third eye never dies. Felt like a burning fire. Deep in the darkness inside. Did I find the light? Don't remember it being this bright. Is this me? Am I alive? The mirror sees the eyes. Knows the soul is in the mind. Colors flourish for the first time. Learn to stop asking why. The glow similar to a firefly. To feel the warmth of the sunshine. Maybe they stole all of what's mine. Maybe my demons still want to die. Knowledge is power and I was born to fight. Get my heart from turning to ice. Lost on a slippery slope of a slide. Caught just before I fell to my demise. Glad the devil didn't get mine. Life slows and left me with barely a soul left inside, and I don't mind, because greed always pretends to stand in the light. How far I have come with the story of my life, knowing there is still so much left to write. Stories of pain, tears, darkness, and light. I'll walk with a bigger stride, shoulders back and head held high. Ear to ear, I'll always keep this smile. Never running again, and I don't care to hide. And it feels like cloud nine. Figured out demons hurt just as much as I. Decided not everything had to be live or die. I remember the time I died. I'm sure it had to have happened twice. But I've never felt more alive. And then I added to it just a couple weeks ago. So this was a few months in between. This one's really short. I wanted a new life, but I already died twice. Forgot I lied, pretending to try. Keeps me complacent with compromise. Regrets I try to revise. Time after time, I start over the highs. Scared of the lows got me blind. Failed myself inside. I gave up the sky. For easy shortcomings I'd find. I'm insane in my mind. My brain's fried. Lost sight. I freed the dials. Time still got me on trial. For piles of lines. Still pressing rewind. Already said goodbye. Coward's way of suicide. But all I do is cry and hide. Between you and I'm done trying. I'm tired. Yeah.